Hello fellow developers! Today we're going to demonstrate the cache entry compression feature of the upcoming GridGain 8.8. It will save your RAM and disk space by dynamically compressing and decompressing your data when it is accessed. We will start with a simple program. Let's start with dependencies. We will need the GridGain compress module, and we will also need control center agent to see the difference of our compression. You should use the GridGain version 8.8.1 or newer. Let's get to our demo. Let's start it. So it will already start loading the data. It will have two nodes and it will have two caches. One is ordinary cache and the other is cache with the entry compression configuration set, which you should set to this class, and you're all set. Then we will create these sample person entries with some strings in them and some padding, and both caches should get these entries at the same time. So both caches should have the same size or the same objects at all the time. Now we will launch the GridGain control center. When the nodes are started, we are getting a link which we will put into our web browser. Okay, we can see a lot of metrics. Now we're going to remove all of them. And we will add metrics of our own. You can see GridGain Control Center lets you have a complete understanding of what happens on your cluster. Okay, we will need off-hep use size, and we will need just 5 minutes, and we will also need the same chart from a different data region. Okay, this one. And so we can start the comparison. You will see that currently the ordinary data region has 68 megabytes used, when the compressed region has only 53. There is a significant difference. How the compression works, it will form a dictionary based on your data which you put into this cache, and then it will use this dictionary to compress keys and values which you put into the caches. It will compress the table rows that you put into the table, so it even with the small entries it will be able to provide significant compression ratio. In this case we're aiming for 3:2 ratio. For every 100 megabytes in the uncompressed cache, we expect to have around 60 megabytes in uncompressed cache, which we're more or less hitting here. Alright, so as you can see, the only thing that you need is enabling this entry compression configuration, and then your data, with the same data, your RAM usage and your disk usage will be decreased substantially. Okay, now we have 78 megabytes versus 114, which is already significant. Now you know how to use data compression. Play with it. Goodbye.